Yeah, so when they're younger, they want to get it done quick. And what that does is it shortens the dopamine. In your mind, you train yourself. The quicker the sensation, the quicker you pull your dick, and the quicker you get off, the quicker like you get aroused to blow. And you blow, you get that dopamine hit. And that creates a habit. So then when we start sleeping with girls and stuff like that, and, you know, we get that feeling, it triggers in the brain, okay, blow.
That makes so much sense.
You know, blow. And then that's why everyone's like, oh, it only lasts 30 seconds, isn't that? Bro, that's the reason why. And one way to counteract it is...
What's her name? Notorious.
Come on. All right, let's hope that stays.
I think we're good.
All right, let's start it from me. Welcome back to the Notorious experience. It's been a while. We've had a hiatus, a lot of changes in my life. Just started a new full-time job after looking for 2 years, so congrats to me. But we're back. We're better. Got some new plans in store for you to see. Let's kick it off with part 2 of AJ Papadias.
Definitely the way you say it, eh?
Close enough.
No, it's the same. What it do, baby?
What's going on?
It's been a while. Thank you for having me back.
My pleasure. I said we'll do it again.
You definitely did. I just want to... while I'm here, before we get started, I just want to give you your props because this is episode 21.
Episode 21.
And I remember when you first said to me, you want to start one?
Mm-hmm.
And look at you now.
A while ago.
Fucking oath.
We've got another podcaster on our hands. Plug yourself.
You know what I mean? Missionary University.
That's it. Taking over the sex education world.
Mm-hmm.
Changing lives. You could say, you know, he's out here changing the world for the better, doing you all a favor. So check that out on Spotify and give it a 5-star review.
100%.
Find him on Insta. I'll link it all in the description. But is that still good?
Yeah, it's way better.
Oh, I can't hear myself.
Can you?
No, you can hear me?
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Shit, sorry. I'm out here playing
Just a pro podcaster here
playing
trying
with
to
your
take over.
buttons. My bad.
What have you been up to since I last seen you?
Bro, it has been... What's it been? It's been about a year?
Since we did a podcast? Nah.
Yeah?
5 months, 6 months.
You reckon?
It's
Fuck,
never been a year.
A lot's changed, man. I'm not going to lie. A lot's changed. I mean, I think what when I first saw you, I had like 100 and...
On TikTok?
Yeah. Would have been what?
Around 200.
Was it around 200? About
so.
180 or something?
Yeah. It's doubled now.
I'm currently sitting on 462,000. Thank you. But size doesn't matter, but size doesn't matter. It's how you use it.
I like that principle.
A few changes in my life. Business-wise, personal-wise, I've moved out.
Wow.
Now I'm my own little bachelor pad.
By yourself, first time?
By myself, first time.
How you finding that?
Easy, man. I was very lucky. My mum's raised me to sort of like be, you know, just palm it off. When I move out, I don't need to ask, how do I wash this? How do I do that? How do I clean this? She's already raised me.
So you've done all your washing?
Yeah,
cleaning,
that's easy,
cooking.
you know. I'm a hygienic freak. Like I deep clean my own apartment once a week, just proper deep clean everything.
Excuse me while I seductively eat this banana.
Nah, you eat, man, you eat. Sure, I'm not going to the way I'm doing. Stop looking at me when you're eating that banana the way that you're eating it like that.
Is it right for men to eat bananas like this?
What? Bro, okay, you gotta eat it. You know what? People hear what I do for work and then they start looking and doing weird shit like that at me. Stop staring at me like that. Other than that, bro, yeah, moved out, little bachelor pad. Business-wise, Compass is back. So back in nightclubs, which is exciting. Shout out Low Key, shout out Compass Saturdays.
Shout out
It's
Building.
been fucking fun, man. Been doing, we're doing it monthly. Super exclusive takeovers. Some of the takeovers and some of the guests that we got planned for the next couple months is fucking insane.
So once a month?
Once a month, super exclusive. You know, you do it every week. Yeah, it's fun, but people don't want to eat like the same thing every day. You know, you want to switch it up a little bit. If you do the same thing every week, it gets boring. So once a month, super exclusive takeovers, just proper.
When was the last time Compass was up? Was that before COVID?
About 2 years ago, yeah, 2.5 years ago. And we had our return, packed out, sold out, tables sold out within 24 hours. The next one is the 16th of April, so next week, old school. And then the one after that, game over.
Big time?
Big one.
Exclusive, can't say it here.
Can't say it yet. Won't be it when this was released. It won't be announced either. We'll just be super exclusive. When we're ready, we're just going to drop it. Boom.
Go follow Compass then.
You know, yeah. Check out Compass Saturdays. You got to come through, bro.
After
You and the
Ramadan.
missus? Yeah, after Ramadan. Well, that's the next one. Yeah, that's the next one.
All the boys from the area are gonna be.
I know. I can drop these, but like I know you guys finish on the 1st of May.
Yep.
It's the weekend after.
All the boys will
You
be
know, so
celebrating.
and it's a special one. It's a special one. So let's just say, get ready.
Excited to
Yep,
see that.
100%. I launched my podcast. I launched my own one, Missionary University. Essentially, it's just wholeheartedly. It's a longer form of my sex education, and loving it. Now, I know why you love it so much.
Unfiltered. They can't. They can't shadow ban you and shit.
No, they can't fucking. Bro, that's another thing, man. Like I find that the more sort of platforms that I go on, the less likely I am to be shadow banned, or I just pivot. You know, one day I'm probably gonna have my own little platform like the Nelk Boys.
Missionary.com.
Missionary.com, you know, Missionary to Madam, the website coming soon. Missionary University, the website coming soon. Merch coming soon. What to do, baby?
It's all happening.
Hey, it's been a wild 6 months. We're working around here.
Far out. Love to see it.
We're working around here. The website's coming soon, which is going to be like Australia's #1 sex education with sex toys website. That's coming soon. This is some exciting stuff, man. There's some super, super exciting stuff, which I'm excited for.
Fucking oath. How do you find in podcasting?
Bro, you know what? I love it when I'm organized.
Yeah.
Sometimes I overestimate my ability to go off the spot, and then I feel guilty if I'm only recording 20 minutes because
I reckon that's the way to go, but 20 to 40.
Yeah, I know, but fuck, it's weird because I have really short form. TikTok. My content's between 7 seconds to a minute to a minute max. Yeah, essentially. Excuse me, guys. A minute max. Don't worry, I got COVID. A minute max. So for me, it's bro, what the hell? Doing long form content, it's kind of a way to kind of dive into ideas on my short form, but in a more sort of exploratory, more informative way for my listeners. I was gonna say fans. I hate the word fans. I'm trying to find a way
Community.
Yeah, ooh, you know what I mean? Missionary community.
That's it.
Missionary gang.
How's the feedback coming off that?
Insane, man. I to be honest with you, I don't really like talking about it in a weird way, but I realize that, you have to talk about it. But I get messages every day now. I have 450,000 followers. So it's the amount of DMs I get, they're saying, "Oh my God, thank you. Your advice saved my relationship. They helped me with my marriage. They helped me with this. Wow, this helped me with that. It made me realize that I'm better than this, that." I'm I didn't realize the reason why, to be honest with you, I keep going harder and harder and harder and harder is because I'm actually starting to get more and more I was always motivated to help people, but the more that when you see, for example, your podcast, you see your what you're doing and how you're impacting people, and you're like, fuck, man, I can't stop now, because people actually they're not relying on you, but they're they use your content to help better themselves. Yeah. And then you're like, shit, actually what I'm saying matters. Yeah, I get you. It reiterates what I'm saying matters. And then when I get those messages, when I get and from people all around the world, I'm like, bro, what? Yeah. I go to a psychic. People be like, bro, this bloke's a bong rat for sure. He's a tripper. But I go to a psychic and I plugged her. And she got 300 followers in a matter of 5 minutes when I shouted her out. And then she's like, AJ, so many people she's don't think they're just from Sydney, they're from around the world saying they love your content, blah, blah. Can they book a session with me, this and that? I'm like, that is insane. So, crazy. Yeah. And then I think at the end of the year, I might do a little Missionary University live tour. So it's exciting, man. It's exciting.
And you know what? This all started, going back to our first podcast, from you saying, fuck it, I'm going on to TikTok. I'm, breaking the barrier. I don't care what anyone thinks. When you had no followers,
man. There's what's one call it? There's a boxer I seen. That Harry Garside.
I was yeah.
He did it. I seen a piece of content come from him. I think he was doing an interview and he was saying, man, you shouldn't be scared about who you want to be. You don't be if you want to be something, you're allowed to be. You can be something. Don't be scared. So, for example, the nature of my business is sex. I sell sex toys. I talk about sex toys. I've embraced what I do. That's me. but I'm also a family man. I'm also like, there's so many different elements and weird quirks and uniqueness. I like Lego.
I feel like people box people into one like category.
100%.
Or just for example, the most common one that we've seen over the last maybe 4 years is like if you support Trump, for example.
I'm a Trump
like,
supporter.
So am I. But in America more so, like if you support Trump, they box you into you're this type of person.
100%.
And that goes with everything in life. Like you can be multifaceted and
100%. And you don't have to, like, you can support someone, but you don't always have to wholeheartedly, like, just because you support someone doesn't mean you completely support all their beliefs.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there's some elements of Trump that I don't support. But like what I've seen, like from my eyes, like what he's thinking and how he's thinking, I'm like, okay, yeah, I support those elements as well. You know, and I think, to be honest with you, when I first, even when we had our interview and even like a couple months before that, people were messaging like very close friends of mine and being like, bro, this, can I swear on here?
yeah.
Bro, they're like, this cunt's a tripper. Bro, what's wrong with AJ? He's lost the fucking plot. He's talking about butt
Messaging
plugs.
you?
Nah, they're messaging like my best mates and like people, or they'll bump into my best mates and like, bro, what's the go with your mate, lad? He's lost it.
Yeah.
You know, those are the same type of people that are hitting me up now so I can promote their brands.
There you go.
You know, so like I think one of the biggest things and the reason why I've started going harder and harder as well is like I want to show people that you don't have to go the traditional route in life. You don't have to be what everyone expects you to be. You don't have to be normal. You know, as long as you're a good person and you're doing things in like a good way and have good values, and you believe in yourself. You know, like if I didn't believe in myself, or I didn't like turn around and say fuck it like I did in the first episode, I don't give a fuck, then I wouldn't be sitting here today. You know, I'd still be sitting behind my screen looking at other people doing their thing,
thinking, oh, I could do that.
Yeah, I could be like that. I could do that, bro.
And I did that for a long time too.
Yeah,
and it sucks. And the worst thing is like now when you start, you're like, fuck, I wish I started earlier.
Exactly, bro. It's like, bro, the minute you jump, like and I tell people this all the time now, because it's one of the things I had to overcome as well. I didn't always like was confident in the sense of like being like, I was always confident, but I wasn't confident in going out and exploring like different business aspects and all that. And then when I changed my mindset on like, actually, it was when I was doing Truth Be Told, the podcast. Like, I was getting all these guests on, and I was thinking, fuck, these guys are, like, doing so much with their lives, blah, blah, blah. Like, what value am I bringing? And then when I changed my perception of, like, you know what, instead of, like, looking at others bring value to the table and do things with their lives, I'm going to start adding value to everything I do. The minute I did that, my whole life exponentially changed and went skyrocketing up.
How did you do that?
But I just changed
little things. That
changed my mindset, bro. So I changed the way I carried myself. I started looking at taking every opportunity I can get to like better and add value to people's lives, rather than looking at what can people give me. I started looking at how can I give to people, how can I add value, how can I help. And the minute I changed that, and I went from like, you know, just selling sex toys to educating people on sex toys, educating people how to do this, to doing that, sort of like exemplifying, you know. Post what the fuck you want. Like, it's your social media.
Yeah.
Bro, it's your social media at the end of the day. Cunts are going to judge you either way.
Everyone's just too up in their own head, eh?
Yeah, man. We cock block ourselves from opportunity. Yeah. Like, we don't realize that. Like, all it takes is just one step forward. Bro, you put one step forward, like you said, bro. It just takes the first episode and you're like, fuck, I should have done this earlier.
Exactly.
And you only get better, bro. Like, you're 21 episodes in. And, you know, you set this thing up within fucking 5 minutes of me getting here.
Like half an hour.
You know? Nah, let's be more like 5 minutes, bro. Straight out. And then your first one would have taken you like 3 hours. Yeah. Learning how to edit, learning how to articulate yourself, bro. You know? So it's always about taking that first step.
You mentioned adding value, and we also talked about boxing. I know you do a bit of boxing yourself.
Nah, man. Boxer size, bro. I got a belly on me. No one called me out and shit.
Two things about boxing we'll talk about. One is how important is staying active and healthy in life in general and in your sex life.
In your sex life? One, I think life in general is so fucking important. I've always loved boxing, even when I was younger. But again, it's funny that we'll talk just about that. Again, I was always I was never confident. Like, the one area I'm confident in business, I'm confident in sex, I'm confident. I'm confident in the bedroom. I'm confident with my naked self. Like, I'm confident in that. the one thing that I've never been confident in, never really liked, was being in a gym.
Yeah.
Being in a gym setting, being in a boxing gym. So I cock blocked myself for years, like not going into a boxing gym. And then when I was running Compass, the head guard at the time, Dan, shout out to Dan, he's like to me, he's like, bro, you got a smart ass mouth on you, and you're not scared of like getting into trouble or getting in the middle of things. He's like, can you box? I'm like, look, bro, like I can take it here, but I'm not a pro boxer or anything. I don't try, like, I'm not saying I can fight or anything. He's like, bro, you're going to come see my boxing coach. And so I've been with Graham, who's actually Paul Gallen's boxing coach.
Shout out, Gal's fighting again soon.
Yeah, so I've been Paul Gallen's boxing coach is my boxing coach for the last 3 years.
All right.
I'm like his fucking spinner client.
So how has
he's like, bro,
he's from Gallen to AJ.
Yeah, he trips out. He's like, mate, you gotta stop coming with these fucking stories that you're coming with. So shout out Graham, because Graham has been, and I tell Graham all the time, he's like, he's so cool. Because I tell him all the time, like, man, you have had such a profound impact. I'll cancel dates. I'll miss anything. I can go like 3 days no sleep and like, cancel stuff. But I would never cancel boxing. I think only twice in the last 3 years I've ever cancelled boxing.
Wow.
So like, and it goes back again. Sorry, I know I ranted, but it goes back to like the minute I had my first session with Graham 3 years ago, I was like, fuck, I should have done this earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and that's the thing. Like anything that anyone's putting off right now, anything that anyone's putting off, small or big, they don't realize that once I actually step in that arena and get it done, it's actually, you thought it'd be like the hardness and everything and all that would be up here, when it's not. It's actually here, but your fear of doing it and your perception of what it will be actually up here. You get in there and you're like, fuck, bro, I should have done this.
It's kind of like when you can't see, when you're on an edge and you can't see the floor.
100%.
You feel like the drop's going to be so low, but it's right there, it's the floor.
Exactly. 100%.
And talking about boxing as well, I've listened to a couple podcasts from some people in the area, and some things are getting thrown around about a possible TikTok boxing event.
No, bro, I don't partake in that shit, lad.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that.
I'm not fucking partake.
I'm glad to hear that.
Some people on TikTok fucking need a slap, but I'm not partaking in that shit, bro. That's
TikTok. I've had it with
the Monzas and shit. Fuck that, bro.
I have had it with these TikTok lives, AJ. Like,
no, you know what? Shout out A Huncho. He's the funniest ones.
All right. A Huncho's on there for entertainment.
Yeah, he's good, bro. Actually, we're gonna get back on together.
But
shout out A Huncho. His ones are fucking funny.
When I'm on TikTok,
but fuck Mons,
bro, and I see these cunts like on live, right? And let's get to number one, baby. I'm like, bro, what's this cunt on about? I click on it, and it's a kid like 19, 20-year-olds. Even Mons is fucking 30 plus. Saying,
that bloke's like 50 plus, bro.
Come on, guys. Oh, I love you, Ali. Thanks for the gift. Come on, guys. Send them through. Let's
bro, I tripped out when I seen like Luke Irwin, like they're writing on their foreheads and stuff like that. Like, bro, what?
They're literally like asking for donations from fucking TikTok followers, kids.
Yeah, but you know what? People are giving them money.
I know, but each to their own. But
people are giving them money, man.
I don't know. Not my cup of tea. With platforms, you got TikTok, you got Insta, and maybe YouTube, like your three big dogs, would you say? Facebook's up there as well.
Nah,
but in terms of
Facebook's died in the ass.
Followings, those are your three big dogs?
I don't have a YouTube following.
So I'm going to say,
not yet.
You've got, a big following on TikTok.
And Instagram.
Would you shift to YouTube as well?
Yeah, why not? Like I was going to release, or I'm going to release a sort of a mini course on how to build your TikTok.
Yep.
And
talk about that. What's that? How's that coming out? Online course.
I recorded. I spent literally 8 hours, concentrated hours, recording the whole thing, and I did it in like HD. And bro, like every video, it was like an hour and a half course, like mad content, mad everything. Bro, it was like 10 gigabytes of fucking
each video.
Nah, like altogether, like which is a lot, bro. That's like a fucking 2.5 hour download for PS4. I'm like, bro, how can I sell this to people? They're gonna be seeing this.
No, but you can have it on the website and they just click the video to play.
Yeah, I didn't know that, bro. I had like this other thing that I was gonna do. They just click it, download it, and do it like that.
Which they can share it around, but at the same time, once they pay for it, they have it forever.
No one,
which is what I think you should get.
I'll be honest with stuff like that, bro. No one's gonna really share it around. I don't think. Like I thought about that, and if they do, they do. But like again, I have international people that are interested in it. Like, because I've grown my TikTok from 0 to 450,000 in under a year. Not many, like, but I think, like, TikTok won't acknowledge it because I'm a sex educator, but I'm one of the fastest growing on the platform in Australia.
Yeah.
You know, like, within a year, no one was like, everyone that I looked up to when I first started TikTok, I've now lapped them. And that's no disrespect. That's just it. I have a different form of content. Do you know what I mean? My content's a bit different. Like, people want to learn. People want to learn about the gym. People want to learn how to make money, and people want to learn how to get better at sex. You know, there's a lot of fantastic women out there that are teaching sex ed, but
overseas.
Even there's some in Australia. You know, there's some really good ones in Australia, but there's no males, and there's no one sort of doing it like me. I use humor and education, because it sticks. Because then, like, a young guy like you is gonna actually pay attention. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I use big words and shit like that, you're not gonna pay attention.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, like, this would be interesting, but I can't be fucked, bro. You know.
So you shifted away from the ebook. It's gonna be.
No, I'm gonna have ebooks too.
Oh,
ebooks is gonna be part of it, bro. I'm gonna have a few. I'm gonna have about 10, 15 different ebooks that I'm currently writing.
Yep.
That are going to be able to help people as well, and they're going to be cost effective, man. About $14.99, $9.99, $19.99, which really, for a 10, 15 page ebook on how to, like, significantly better your sex life, bro, you're going to pay it. You know, you're going to pay it.
Yeah. What's the end goal of, like, all of this? Just
retire 100 acres, have a fucking family, four little pups running around, and just puppies and animals and shit, bro. Be able to travel the world. Look, you know, that is one of the goals. The end, I don't think, bro, to be honest with you, how I see the things that I do in my life, I don't think there's an end. I think there's an end of a chapter which opens up to another chapter. I mean, I had COVID for a week and I was, like, bored. And I was like, okay, like, all due respect, like, if you look at everyone who has been, like, successful in business, and I don't think I'm successful in business, I'm nowhere near where I want to be, or, like, who I look up to is there are and all that. But I feel like once people stop one thing, like people who, you know, are driven and entrepreneurial and, you know, want to succeed and want to help others, but I think they get to a stage where they've hit everything they can hit in that sort of area, and then they move on to what's next. You know, and so I don't want to say that there's an end goal, you know. Where I'm going to be in 5-10 years, man, to be honest with you, I don't really get, and I think I said it in the last podcast with you, I don't give a fuck as long as my family is healthy. Yeah. Everything else, bro, I can work out on the fly. It doesn't bother me. That is my number one priority. As long as my brothers are healthy and my loved ones and my family and whoever I call close to me is healthy, that is what that matters.
That's all that matters.
Everything else, bro, I can work out, figure out, sort out. That it is what it is.
Fucking no.
You know?
Online shop, is that for the store?
Yeah, so that's coming soon. Just working on it. That's exciting. Just fixing up a few things on the back end, but that's super exciting. That's going to be good. That's going to revolutionize things. And like I said, man, like I want to be the number one sex ed educator in Australia, and I wouldn't mind being the number one. I think I will be the number one sex ed educator in the world. But I don't want to do it in like, I don't want to be like, you know, I'm number one, fuck everyone else. Bro, there's so many things that I don't know in my space that other people, men and women, they and thems as well, that like know that I don't. So there's no reason why, like, if I'm up there, I can bring other people with me. I can give them. There's no reason why I can't go create like a missionary media network and then just have like fucking how like Barstool Sports have like 5-10 different areas of podcasts under me. You know, like it's limitless. You know, I got the sort of business mind for it and the vision for it that there's no reason why I can't. Like, I don't know. I'm a strong believer that, bro, if you make it, you should put other people on.
And
if you're blessed, be a blessing, bro.
That's something that I don't know if it's hard. I don't know if it's hard to find, or just haven't come across it as much. But it's kind of rare, I reckon, to have that mindset in social media, especially. And that's why, like I said before, that's why I fuck with you. That's why I like you so much, because you're always trying to help me and bring me up with you.
Look, I think it's just how like I've been raised, man, by my mum. I think, you know, she's always told me, like, give without expecting, receive without forgetting. And like the way I view it, bro, like why, and like all my friends, all my close friends, all my close like family home, like I fuck with, I speak to every day. Like we have the same sort of mindset. Like, what's the whole point of just one of us winning? Well, I'm gonna be in Dubai by myself, you know, like I'm gonna be on a private yacht by myself. Like where's my crew?
I wish I knew this bar right now, but J. Cole's listening to his song Middle Child yesterday. He said something, what's the point of something if my chickies can't eat?
You know what I mean? Bro, it's so true, bro. Like what's the whole point? What's the whole point of having anything if you can't, like, what's the whole point of having anything if you can't have the ones with you that you love to enjoy it with you? You know? But then again, like not giving, like people gotta work too. Not giving no one handouts. You know, like that's a thing that I've learned along the way too, bro. People they're gonna earn their keep, they're gonna earn their spot, bro. You can't just give out handouts because you're gonna look like a fuckwit if you give someone an opportunity and then their laziness fumbles the thing. And then you're like, bro, I literally just vouch for you to put you on, and then you fuck it.
Shout out LeBron and Lobos. We're building a bigger table for more people to sit
Bro,
at.
100%, man. Like, and that's what I feel like that's what's so important. And like, you know, the perfect example, bro, low key. You know, he's put me in positions and he's allowed me to meet people, and never once he's like, bro, that's my mate or that's the.
Yeah.
You know, he's always like allowed, like he's introduced. And he's like, bro, go do your thing. Yeah. You know, and then that also comes in a par and par in the sense that, you know, he trusts in me not to understand that he's vouched for me or his thing. So I respect that, and I'm going to show up and give 120%. Yeah. You know, and I think that's what's important. Like if you get to a certain position in life, in business, in finances, in family, in whatever, in social status or whatever, why not? Like you got to put people on. Yeah. You know, you want everyone around you to win, bro. It's mad. Like I get, you know, I don't get jealous when I see other people win, bro. I get excited. Either if I don't like them, I don't get jealous. I get motivated. Yeah, you know, like fuck you. Like I don't like you, but you know what? But you got yourself in that position. So I can't not respect it. You know, because like I'm human. There's people I don't like. Yeah, you know, but I might not like them, but I respect where their attribute, like their accolades of where they've gotten to in their places. You know, and you gotta respect that.
Let me just fix these cameras.
You do that, bro.
While we're in a bit of a DeFi web space with your courses and the ebooks and shit, let's talk a bit about NFTs. Oof. We had the Bally Gang drop.
Shout out Low Key. Yep. Shout out the whole of Bally Gang team.
Close to you.
They're phenomenal, man.
You got a couple. They got the movie coming soon. You heavy into the space?
I'm not heavy into it, but I've got a couple that interest me. I've got Lips as one. Shout out Young and Lips. I got Lips as one.
Let's go. There's only 66 of us, eh?
Yeah. Very low key. I've got a couple of the Ballies. I'm not gonna say how many, but let's just say I've got a few.
Everyone's gonna be looking for your wallet now for these matching who has lips and fucking.
I've got and then I bought a Metacard.
Yep.
So I bought a Nelk Boy Metacard, and like I think, to be honest with you, man, they're like one of the most
underrated.
Underrated, but also exclusive. People don't people will understand like the Nelk Boys, you know, and the power of their sort of community is phenomenal. I mean, they released 10,000. I bought mine one off OpenSea.
You got a good price, and you get it. Mint was 0.75, right?
Yeah. What's
you
that?
Get it around that.
How much is that
in dollars?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Nah, I paid I paid about 6 G's.
Did you?
Yeah.
So you probably got about 1/8.
But I believe in the long term.
Yeah. It'll go up that one, especially because they got a long term plan.
Yeah, bro. I believe I fuck with the Nelk Boys heavily, man.
Same.
One day I wouldn't mind, you know, catching up with fucking. I've messaged them a few times. They haven't gone back to me, shocked. But I said, listen, if you ever need sex toys, you let me know.
Who's your favorite?
Bro, Steve for sure, man.
Yeah.
Because he just gives. He's a giver. I like Kyle in the business sense. I love Steve.
I love Kyle and John.
Is, bro.
John Shahidi behind the scenes.
The Shahidis, both of them. Sammy and John.
Smart,
phenomenal, man. Like, I mean, you got Steve Aoki who bought 15 of them, Metacards. Like, that in itself says a lot because he's heavy into the NFT space. So, like, if you have someone, a big player buying heavily into something, you know that there's something behind the scenes, or there's something that like
and actually buying, like not getting it airdropped.
No, exactly, like actually buying them. Justin Bieber's got one. Like there's a few. Like Dave Grutman's got one. Like there's so many major players that have it.
They're so far ahead of like that social media space. Like them and a couple others, so far ahead of like anything in Australia.
And I think they've outlasted, bro. I mean, the Milk Boys been around for 10 years.
They've been doing
man.
it for a long time, and they've only gotten bigger and bigger.
Exactly. They keep pivoting, and like just different sections. Their podcast, they're releasing supplements. Their merch drops are just fucking insane.
They go quick, eh?
And the money they make on their merch
There'd be
drops.
so many product, and they're at like $100 a piece.
Their minimum, I reckon, their minimum investing per drop, like at least 1.5 to 2 million on their end. So you could
Investing.
as in buying the stock.
Yeah.
So you could only imagine how much they're making per drop.
Far out.
You
And
know.
they say that too. They say this is where to make the most of the money because
100%.
YouTube doesn't pay us, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, 100%. But like
The
it
vlogs,
it says a lot, bro, the amount of people that support them.
They move the needle.
And that's the thing. I think that's an important thing too, like with content. People don't realize that your content's always going to do better the more you give.
What do you mean?
So like, it's the law of I forgot what the actual spiritual law is, but like the more you give, the more you get. Like if you actually give without like expecting anything, you'll be surprised how much people want to support you.
Yeah.
You know, Gary Vee talks about it: jab, jab, jab,
Right hook.
You know, give, and then ask or offer. You know, and like to be honest with you, that's a form of my content too. You know, like I don't ask anyone to buy my stuff or anything, but like I offer it. Like I offer free advice, and then boom, when merch drops, people want to support me. They can support me. They come into the shop, they buy toys, they support me.
Yeah.
But it's about giving, you know. I don't really do it for that. I do it for the fact that I get more of a kick from like, you know, someone coming in and being like, "Hey, bro,
Yeah.
oh my god,
This just
I
happened."
did this," and like she reacted like this, and she loved it, and I loved it. And I'm like, bro, like that's what it's about.
Walking into the store on Cloud9.
Bro, he's walking in like this, like, yeah, bro, what are you doing? Like, Blake just won the world championship, and that's what it's about.
Yeah.
You know, that energy and that feeling, it feels good. You know, and like that's why I love Steve's content, where he's sitting there giving out 10 G's to people at a time. He's changing people's lives. You know, I'd love to make that much money and be able to do it in Australia. Unfortunately, Australia's got tall poppy syndrome, so they wouldn't really actually accept it that much.
You reckon? You reckon we're on the way
100%,
to that space or not? Not yet, for a long time.
I think it depends on the type of character, bro. It depends on the type of character. Like if it's a person who just genuinely gives,
And you can tell.
yeah, bro, you can tell when someone's about it, you know. But like if someone goes and gives $50 on the street, why'd you go record that? Even though they weren't recording it to make themselves show better, but more like to inspire others, there's always gonna be people like, bro, why are you showing that?
Yeah.
Why don't you just do it? But like you don't realize that like when people show it, it's to inspire other people. Yes, some people are show offish, but like a lot of the time it's so others can inspire other people.
I think like you can tell. Like, and Gary Vee talks a lot about like reputation as well, track record and stuff. Like in terms of NFT space, look who's behind the project.
100%.
Because that's their reputation on the line and things like that. Like you can tell who's genuine in a way.
100%, man. 100%. It's important, like, because people like, you know, there's a lot of projects where they're like, oh, rug pull, but like, bro, like that person was making that much money before they actually did the project. You know, it's not a rug pull. It's just like, these things are long term. It's still very early in the space.
Saying that, but I still feel like 98% of them are rubbish. And there's that 1% you got to find with, like we said, people with a good track record. You got to look at the roadmaps, and you got to look at the systems they put in place. Like Ballygang, they've got a phenomenal roadmap. They've got phenomenal things in place in the future. What they're giving back to their holders, what like the benefits of their holders that they can do and receive. You know, so it's all long term plays. You know, you hold something for long enough. Unfortunately, we're in quick money culture, quick,
impatient. But like anything in life, it's the ones who stand the test of time that make the most money.
That's it. You know what else feels good for a lot of young guys out there?
Sex, shocked.
Porn.
Mate, fuck porn.
Talk to us about porn.
Don't watch porn.
You don't watch porn at all?
No, bro.
Ever?
No, what for?
When was the last time you watched porn?
That's a personal question. Yesterday. Nah, I don't watch porn. Seriously? I've never watched. I'm not a porn. Like I'm not really a porn person. Porn, like bro, porn rots your brain. I mean, I know I'm in the adult industry, and like you know, there's porn stars and all that, but like you know, porn creates an unrealistic idea of what sex is, and that's not good. you know. And like women look at porn and they're like, oh, I don't fucking look like her. My vagina doesn't look like hers. My tits don't look like hers. I've got, you know, I've got a little bit of a belly on me, or I've got fucking cellular or tiger stripes and this and that. And then guys think that and they're like, bro, what the fuck? Like, am I not good enough? Why does my missus not look like this? And I'm like, bro, it's acting. Wait, bro, my missus isn't moaning like how the porn stars missus. Am I not good at something? No, it is acting. You know, porn is acting. You can't, like, I feel like we gotta start moving away from the idea of porn and looking at porn and be like, oh, bro, porn, like, bro, no, you shouldn't be watching porn. If you're a guy, you should fucking minimize pulling your dick as well.
What does it do to, like, talk about like the brain chemicals and all of that, the dopamine and stuff, like,
Porn
it's actually really bad.
Yeah, bro, it is very bad. It gives you instant rushes. Like, okay, so I'll give you an insider tip, because one of my ebooks is about this.
While you do that, I'm just opening up this sexy lint chocolate.
You know what I mean?
For a sexy episode.
You stop fucking looking at me like that, freaking me out. One of my ebooks is about how to last longer. I'm gonna give you a tip, bro. This one's gonna be a fucking you're shocked. Pass the chocolate straight over. This is gonna be one of the hold on, let me do it on the table so I don't make noise. This is gonna be one of the ebooks, but the people don't realize. Okay, do you got siblings? Yeah, you got siblings. Yeah, you got siblings. How old are you? 23?
21.
21. All right. How old were you when you first started pulling your dick?
What are you, 7?
You're disgusting.
12.
You actually make me sick. That's disgusting. All right.
It was the first time.
How many siblings you got? 1?
3 siblings.
3 siblings. Fantastic. You know when you first pulled your dick, did you try to get it as quick as possible so no one catches you? Or every time,
Probably,
every time
shower,
after, every time after, every time after for the last, I mean, you know, you got a partner now and you guys live together, but like when you were living at home, every time you'd pull your dick, would you not try to get it as done as quick as possible?
In the shower, yeah.
In the shower, or like if you're doing it in your room, you want to do it as quick as never?
Shower only.
Oh, smart man.
Clean.
Okay, yeah, well, there you go. But you try to get it done as quick as possible. Someone's banging on the door, hurry the fuck up. You're like, I don't want anyone to walk in. What that does is, it's psychologically...
This is what I wanted you to talk about, and times as well.
It's psychologically... Because most people in Australia... Hold on, let me have my chocolate. Oh, my... Wow.
That's good, eh?
Whoa. That's good chocolate.
Healthy too. Dark chocolate, lint, sea salt caramel. Send the sponsor.
Dark chocolate is actually good for you.
While AJ's eating that, big shout out to Lunar Kicks, guys. If you've made it this far, go and get your fucking kicks. We're in the Lunar Kicks studio. Look at all these artworks. Look at all these pieces. Lunar Kicks is where you get your Jordans, your Yeezy slides at a good price. You know, straight delivery, straight pickup as well. Next day pickup. So go check them out on Insta at Lunar Kicks AU and TikTok.
And shout out Matty Georges, baby.
The GOAT.
That man. I've never seen more Marvel memorabilia in my life.
That's crazy. He's got the freaking Tony Hawk start, the shield.
I know.
He's got the hammer, everything.
This bloke's creating the new Avengers. I'm telling you now.
The Lebo Avengers.
But I seen him at the front of Cumbers. I seen Joey Fidel. I seen John and that, and I'm like, bro, we should start like the TikTok Avengers. I'm like, actually, no, you blokes will get me cancelled. Don't worry about it. Anyway, back to the dark chocolate, because I was eating dark chocolate. If you actually eat dark chocolate a little bit a day, it's actually good for your libido. It's an aphrodisiac. It can help you get you horny and in the mood. So
That's why I got it.
Yeah, don't come closer to me. I'm not like that, you know. But yeah, so if what happens is young guys, when they're young, they create a masturbation habit. Majority of the time, it's because they want to get it off over and done with quickly, clean up quickly, so they don't get the embarrassment of someone walking in on them, or a sister or a brother or a mum or a dad walking in on them. And what that does is it sets your dopamine levels, because when you're pulling your dick, the minute you ejaculate, that's gratification. That sets off triggers your dopamine. So when you're actually masturbating, instead of wanting to blow quick, focus on actually enjoying it, being in the moment, and taking your time. And every time you feel like you're about to ejaculate, slow down, bring it back, breathe in your nose, out your mouth, in your nose, out your mouth, and just relax. And then till you like lessen the arousal, then go back into it, and then try prolong it as long as possible. And then you do that 3 months, probably four times a week, every day. You generally fix your problem. And also, like, you know, stop trying to pull your dick. You see all these things about no FAP, no FAP, no FAP. It's so true.
It's even good for your training as well.
Right, no, people don't realize if you don't shock that I was checking this morning. If you don't ejaculate for 7 days, your test goes up by 47%. Don't hold me to that stat, but it's in the 40s percentage wise. Look, that's
better than the fucking test you get from the gym.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a big percentage. So imagine that. Imagine not like ejaculating for 3-4 weeks, and then you're with someone, and like, you know, you let off the first, like, and also like what a lot of guys don't realize is that you know, when you can ejaculate during foreplay too, because that's going to get the first load off, the first little bit of creme. You're done, and then the next one you're going to go longer, you know. And also when you get more comfortable with a female, you're more likely to last longer. And focusing on rather, like a lot of guys, we give ourselves performance anxiety. Stop fucking focusing on performing. Start focusing on having fun. That's why drunk sex is so mad, and you always seem to perform with drunk sex. It's not because you're like you're drunk and the alcohol's inhibiting your dick from ejaculating. It's because you're focused on you're having fun. You're drunk. You're having fun. You're not worrying about anything serious. You know, so the less the more you focus on having fun and enjoying it, not even thinking about having sex, but actually having sex and being in the moment, the better the sex is. Every single time.
There you go. Stop fapping, boys.
You know what I mean? No fat, baby.
Another hot topic. Do you reckon the Will Smith slap was real or fake?
Real.
Real?
Real.
There's only one camera angle.
That's all right. Real.
You reckon?
100% real.
You've probably spoken on it before, but should he, like, is Will in the wrong or the right? I think he's in the wrong.
But I reckon he's in the right.
In the right?
Right and wrong. Is that possible?
Right for standing up, wrong for slapping?
Nah. Right for slapping, wrong for doing on national television. He should have held it in.
I slapped him off.
Nodded it off.
If it was that serious.
Right, nodded it off and then fucking slapped him in private and then made him a But that's your missus at the end of the day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's your missus. Bro, I don't care what anyone wants. I think I nearly got cancelled on TikTok for it because I said it. I'm like, bro, fucking know if you should have slapped. I'm like, if anyone speaks about, and you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, but violence is never the answer, and you're right, it's not, you know. But sometimes people go too far and they need a slap. What are you gonna say? Right. This is what would have happened. Yeah, let's say Will walks up. It's like, hey, bro, you know, hey, bro, I didn't like that joke. Like, this is on Oscars. I didn't like that joke, you know.
Everyone would have named him.
Don't say it. Don't say it. You know what Chris Rock would have said? Fuck you, bro. And then started drilling. Look at this bloke trying to walk up here and tell me not to make jokes about his wife. Fuck you and fuck your wife. That's what would have happened. Yeah. Chris Rock was not going to be like, nah, blah, blah. He stopped because he got checked.
True.
It's like anything. Bro, you want to stop a bully? You have to stand up to a bully.
You're right, yeah. And
physically
I did listen to a thing about teaching your kids like that too. You hit them first, and
bro, you hit first. No one's thing. And yes, I agree. Violence. There's no places for violence. However, we can't become a society where we stop violence. There's going to be, in certain situations, there's a need for violence. I said this to someone the other day. Goes, like, oh no, there's no room for violence. Okay, so let's say I'm at Coles now. Yeah, I walk outside of Coles. I got my shopping bags in my hand. All right, and then there's this vent. There's two kids next to me, two toddlers. There's a toddler and there's the mum there, and the mum's holding got another baby in her hand, like pushing the pram, but she's got the baby in her arms with the shopping in the pram. Okay, that little toddler runs close to the road. Bang! A van pulls up, goes to grab the toddler. What am I like as a man in society? Or as a human being in society, what am I meant to do? Run up to that van and be like, hey, bro, stop. Don't do that. Yeah. Don't take that kid. Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight until I ensure that child's safe. Because in things, you need violence. Should Will have slapped him in public? Probably not. Do I believe he should have slapped him? Wholeheartedly, yes. He should have slapped him in private. At the end of the day, that situation is damned if you do, damned if you don't. True. So I'm going to go with damned if you do.
True.
At the end of the day. Because what would have happened if he didn't stand up for his wife, or it didn't come out that he didn't say anything to Chris, or he was very upset at Chris, he's going to get drilled. He'll either be drilled by the left or he'll be drilled by the right. At the end of the day, like, you have to have your beliefs. And at times, yes, you have to kind of take in new information and change your ideas, and that's fine. My belief is that he has to stand up for his wife. Other information will probably be like, no, you shouldn't, blah, blah. I'm going to stand strong on my belief, no matter if like 95% or 90% of the people are like, no, you shouldn't have done it, blah, blah. I believe, you know what? The way he handled it, he could have gone about it differently, slapped him in private, but thing.
And I agree with you with like, you know, violence sometimes has its way. But in this situation, I just feel like I actually think it was fake. Just, I don't know, the way
fake,
Chris Rock moved forward, I just feel like Hollywood, I'm always so skeptical of everything they do.
But who's to lose, bro?
Who's to win?
Yeah,
Chris Rock's just sold out his tour. Will Smith's got some shit coming up. He just posted a video about perception. I don't know. I don't really like.
Not on that scale, bro. Not on that scale. I don't think so. I just think what's happened is as well is Jada has put that man through hell, bro. And that's another thing that we don't talk about: men's mental health,
bro.
Imagine like constantly being humiliated by his wife, and then someone else humiliates his wife, and everyone's like, "But Will was laughing at first." Yeah, bro. He was laughing at first because his sense of humor probably found that funny. He didn't see anything of it. Then he looked over to his missus. His missus was offended. Fucking hope you're gonna go stand up for your missus. I would.
Blessings to all of them.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, a couple of questions for you.
Fucking hell, you give me the hardest one so I get cancelled right at the end.
No, if anyone made it this far. You know what? Cancelled? Fuck cancelled. I don't believe in cancelled. There's no one get cancelled.
Logan Paul got cancelled. Now he's back on one of the biggest runs of his life. He got cancelled and now he's on one of the biggest runs of his life. You can come back from anything. Cancel culture is fake anyway, man. What? You're telling me that a man can't make a mistake? If a man makes it, like, here's the thing. Men learn from their mistakes. Not all, but majority of men learn from their mistakes. People are going to make mistakes. If they fucking own it and then they learn from it, there's no reason they should be cancelled. If he's constantly making mistakes, making a fool, cancel the cunt. But if he's learning, men have to go through things to learn through things. You can't just cancel everyone for every wrong thing that they do.
No one's perfect.
It's ridiculous. No one is perfect. You know, but we learn to get perfect. You grow through pain. You grow through what you go through.
I just hate that cancel. I just hate how everyone feels like.
I can't say
people
this,
feel
bro.
like they're so entitled.
I can't say this because I'm going to cancel.
Yeah.
I can't say that because I'm
Speak your
bro,
mind.
fuck it, bro.
Fucking
Be you.
Bob Memory.
Huh?
Bob Memory.
You know, fuck him. I like Bob.
I love him too, but I
He's
just
the
wish you'd just fucking cut to the chase and say what you want. Some questions for you.
Hit me, baby.
Have you got a missus or are you taken?
No.
No?
Single.
On the market? Not looking. Working on yourself.
Whatever's meant for me will come.
I like it. Craziest sex story you have?
Bro, I don't do that type of stuff.
Yeah,
bro, I'm just saying it, bro. Like, have you ever watched, like, I'm probably one of the only people that watched Tony Montana and actually took his lessons. I don't get high on my own supply. You know what I mean? Hey, Tony, let me tell you one thing. You'll never get high on your own supply.
I haven't even watched that movie.
Haven't you?
No.
Yeah, bro, that's homework tonight. You gotta watch
Sopranos or no?
Nah, Scarface. Bro, you for real? That is like, how can you be from the area and you don't watch Scarface?
So old.
Nah, lad, nah, bro. That is. Michael Jordan was playing around the same time.
That's older than me.
Doesn't well? So you don't watch Michael? Yeah, but you don't watch Michael Jordan?
No, I'm LeBron. LeBron's a goat.
All right, give me the other question.
Shout out to you for jumping on. Shout
Anytime
out to Maddie
for
for letting me use this space, guys. I'm gonna be uploading not every week because I don't want to rush it. You know, I got a lot on at home, but you know, there's gonna be better episodes.
Fortnightly.
Better people.
Fortnightly,
you reckon?
bro. You're gonna own it, lad. You want to make it happen? You gotta make it happen. I know you got a baby now. I know you got a baby now. I know you got a job at home, bro. But you gotta make things happen.
We will make.
You gotta make time, bro.
And I'm also going to be doing something else on YouTube that I'm about to tell AJ about. But we're going to get better. We're going to get bigger. Shout out to AJ. Go follow him. Missionary to Madam. Missionary University.
AJ Papadeiros. AJ Paps on TikTok.
Compass. Everything. Go follow him.
Compass Saturdays.
Listen to his podcasts.
I love you all.
Let him know your feedback and rate it 5 stars.
I love you all. Thank you. Thank you, the Notorious Experience, for having me, baby.
Let's go.
I love you.